What's going on, guys? Bob Roche from RocheTechnology.com here with a closer look at Mufasa. Here we have the front of the case where besides those two 5 1/4 inch bays, we have a ton of cooling. Flipping around to the back, we have a 120mm cooling fan, the rear I/O, we have the 4 ports from the graphics card, Ethernet, a PCI Firewire card, as well as the power supply. The rear I/O features an old school PS2 port, 2 USB 2.0 ports, a CMOS reset button, 2 USB 3.0 ports, 2 eSATA ports, 4 more USB 2.0 ports, dual gigabit Ethernet, as well as multiple inputs and outputs for audio. Now let's go ahead and remove the side panels so we can see the internals. Here's a quick look at the hardware of Mufasa, but the component that I'm sure sticks out first is the graphics card. Putting specs aside for a second, the card looks great in this build. The metal build quality mixed with the green, silver, red, and black color combination makes for an awesome look. This card's 4GB of video memory will be able to handle anything you throw at it. The single fan on the bottom not only looks great, but seems to cool the card very well. In terms of connections, we do have 1 mini DisplayPort as well as 3 DVI connections on board. Moving away from the graphics card, let's go ahead and talk about some memory. We decided to go with Kingston HyperX memory and 48GB of it. We have 24GB above the left CPU cooler and another 24GB below the right CPU cooler. 12 sticks, 4GB each for a total of 48GB. We have 2 PCI expansion cards, one an Ethernet card and the other one being a Firewire card. This was an easy solution because the onboard Ethernet doesn't work in OS X and the motherboard does not have onboard Firewire. For storage, we're using a Corsair Force GT 120GB solid state and a Western Digital 2TB RAID hard drive. Mufasa's rocking a Thermaltake Tough Power Grand 1200 watt power supply. This supply gives us the power we need and is fully modular to help cut back on cable clutter. For processors, Mufasa has dual Xeon X5650 6-core processors as well as 2 Thermaltake Frio CPU coolers to help keep them cool as a cucumber. So there you guys go, this has been a closer look of Mufasa. I'm at CPU Kid on Twitter. Also be sure to check out RocheTechnology.com and at RocheTechnology on Twitter, and I'll see you guys soon.